In the year 500,000 after humans had disappeared from the galaxy, a group of aliens called the Zintharians stumbled upon an ancient treasure. The Zintharians were explorers, curious about the universe and the stories hidden within it. Their journey took them to a forgotten part of space, where few ships dared to go. They had heard whispers of a legendary planet called Earth, and its powerful warships that once ruled the stars. Many believed Earth was just a myth, but the Zintharians wanted to find out the truth. Led by Captain Verak, the Zintharian crew set their ship, the Star Chaser, on a course toward Earth. They navigated through dense asteroid fields and strange space storms, determined to uncover the secrets of the past. Their ship was equipped with advanced technology, including scanners and holographic displays, allowing them to search for signs of human civilization. After many days of searching, they finally detected an unusual signal emanating from a nearby nebula. As they approached the nebula, a thick cloud of colorful gases surrounded them. The crew could barely see anything, but they followed the signal. Suddenly, a massive shape appeared through the mist. It was an enormous, derelict warship drifting silently in the darkness. The Zintharians were stunned. This ship was like nothing they had ever seen. Its hull was battered, covered in strange markings and symbols. They knew immediately that they had found something extraordinary. "Prepare for docking!" Captain Verak commanded, excitement filling his voice. The crew quickly followed his orders, maneuvering the Star Chaser to attach itself to the warship. As they docked, the ship's metal groaned and creaked, as if awakening from a long sleep. The crew gathered their gear, their hearts racing with anticipation. They were about to explore the legendary ship of the humans. Once inside, they activated their flashlights and illuminated the dark corridors. Dust and debris covered the floors, and strange machinery lay silent, waiting to be discovered. The air was thick with the smell of rust and age. The Zintharians moved cautiously, their eyes wide with wonder. They knew that this ship had a story to tell. As they ventured deeper into the ship, they stumbled upon a control room filled with screens and buttons. Captain Verak approached a large panel covered in dust. He brushed it off and pressed a button. Suddenly, the room lit up with bright colors and the screens flickered to life. The Zintharians gasped as images of battles and human fleets appeared before them. "Look at this!" one of the crew members exclaimed. The screens showed holographic projections of massive warships, powerful weapons, and scenes of humans fighting bravely against great enemies. The Zintharians could hardly believe their eyes. This was not just a ship, it was a treasure trove of history. The ship's computer, still functional after all these years, began to speak. "Welcome, visitors. I am the AI of this vessel. You have awakened me from my slumber. Would you like to learn about humanity?" The Zintharians exchanged excited glances. "Yes!" Captain Verak replied eagerly. The AI began to share stories of humanity's incredible past, how they built powerful fleets to defend their home and explore the stars. The aliens learned about humanity's triumphs and failures, their struggles for survival, and their never-ending quest for knowledge. As the stories unfolded, the Zintharians felt a deep respect for the humans. They realized that these beings were not just legends, they were brave and resilient. Each tale revealed the ingenuity and strength of humanity. The crew became captivated, their imaginations ignited by the epic battles and daring adventures. Suddenly, the AI displayed a map of the solar system. It highlighted various locations where more human warships lay hidden, waiting to be discovered. The Zintharians were astonished. This treasure was not just one ship, it was an entire fleet waiting in the shadows of the universe. Captain Verak's heart raced. This was their chance to uncover the secrets of the legendary human fleet. But deep down, he felt a chill. What if they weren't alone? What if others sought the same treasure? The crew exchanged glances filled with excitement and fear as they prepared to follow the map and seek out the legendary fleet of warships that could change everything. With newfound determination, they made plans to set off on a journey unlike any other. Little did they know that their discovery would awaken not just the ship, but also a legacy that would challenge their understanding of the universe and their place within it. As the Zintharians stood in awe, watching the images of humanity's past unfold before them, Captain Verak felt a surge of excitement. The ancient warship, now awake, held secrets that could change everything. The AI continued to share stories, but Verak's mind was racing. He wanted to learn more about the hidden fleet of warships that lay waiting in the dark corners of space. AI, can you guide us to the other human ships? Varric asked, his voice steady with determination. The AI responded with a mechanical tone, "Yes, Captain. Activating navigation systems. Please stand by." The control room hummed to life, and a holographic display projected a star map of the surrounding area. Dots appeared, each representing a hidden human warship. Some were near Earth, while others were scattered across the galaxy, lost in the vastness of space. The crew was astonished. "There are so many!" one crew member exclaimed. "How did they all survive for so long?" "They were designed to endure," the AI replied. "Built for war, these ships can withstand time and battle." Varric nodded, feeling a mix of pride and fear. This powerful fleet could change the balance of power in the galaxy. "Let's make preparations to head to the nearest ship," Varric ordered. The crew sprang into action, their excitement palpable as they gathered their equipment and made sure the Star Chaser was ready for the journey ahead. As they prepared to leave, the AI chimed in again. "Captain, be advised. The ships are dormant. I can reactivate them, but it requires a significant power source." "What kind of power source?" Varric asked, intrigued. "The energy core of this warship can power one additional ship," the AI explained. "But once activated, that core will be depleted." The decision weighed heavily on Varric. Activating a ship would give them more strength, but they would lose a key energy source. He turned to his crew, seeking their input. "Do we risk it? Should we activate one of the ships now?" After a brief discussion, they agreed that activating one ship would be the best choice. They needed the extra firepower for what lay ahead. "Let's do it," Varric decided. "AI, activate the energy core and prepare to send a signal to the nearest ship." With a series of beeps and flashing lights, the AI began its work. The crew watched in anticipation as the warship hummed and vibrated. Soon, a bright light filled the control room, and the AI spoke again. "Connection established. Preparing to awaken the nearest ship." As the light faded, the crew could see a hologram of the nearby ship. It looked similar to their current warship, but larger and more imposing. They watched as the hologram flickered and came to life, revealing the ship's name, Eternal Guardian. "Eternal Guardian," Varric said, a sense of awe washing over him. "What a name for a ship. It sounds powerful." "Indeed, Captain," the AI replied. The Eternal Guardian was known for its advanced weaponry and tactical capabilities. With a final flash of light, the AI sent a surge of energy to the Eternal Guardian. The ship's engines roared to life, and alarms sounded across the control room. "Reactor online. Awakening crew protocols in progress," the AI announced. The Zintharians felt a mix of excitement and fear. They were witnessing history in the making. As the Eternal Guardian powered up, the crew began to emerge from their cryogenic sleep, one by one. They looked confused but determined, adjusting to the world around them. Captain Varric stepped forward. "Welcome back. I am Captain Varric of the Zintharian Exploration Team. We've awakened you to join us. We need your strength." The first human to wake, a tall man named Captain Jackson, blinked and shook his head. "Zintharians? What has happened? Where are we?" "Earth is long gone, but we have found your ship," Varric explained. "You and your fleet are needed again. The galaxy is at risk, and we believe your warships can help us." Jackson's eyes widened as he processed the information. "The fleet! We thought we were lost forever." "Not anymore," Varric replied with a smile. "We have a mission to complete." As the crew of the Eternal Guardian began to awaken fully, Varric felt a surge of hope. They were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With the human fleet awakening, the Zintharians now had powerful allies in their quest. But a chill ran down Varric's spine. They were not the only ones looking for the legendary warships. What dangers awaited them as they ventured deeper into the unknown? The adventure was just beginning, and both the Zintharians and their new human allies would need to be ready for anything. With the Eternal Guardian now fully operational, Captain Varric felt a new wave of hope wash over him. He and his crew had awakened not just a powerful warship, but also brave humans who were ready to fight. Captain Jackson stood at the helm, his eyes shining with determination as he took in the crew around him. "Prepare to set course for the next ship," Jackson commanded. Varric nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. They were entering a dangerous game, one that could change the fate of their worlds. As the Star Chaser and Eternal Guardian aligned, the AI projected a new map, showing the locations of more human warships. The next ship lay in a distant sector, known for its treacherous asteroid fields and pirate activity. "Captain, the route to the next ship is not safe," the AI warned. "There are reports of hostile forces in the area." Varric exchanged worried glances with Jackson. "Pirates?" he asked. "Correct," the AI replied. "They often raid ships in this sector. It is best to approach with caution." "Caution is good," Jackson said, "but we cannot let fear stop us. If we are going to find the fleet, we must take risks." With a nod of agreement, Varric gave the order to set course. The crew worked quickly, adjusting the ship's systems for the upcoming journey. As they entered the sector, the stars outside twinkled against the backdrop of the dark void, but tension filled the air on the ships. Minutes turned into hours as they navigated the narrow passages between asteroids. The crew was focused, scanning for any signs of trouble. Suddenly, a blip appeared on the radar. "Captain, we have company," one of the crew members shouted. "Two ships are approaching fast." Varric's heart raced. "What kind of ships?" The AI analyzed the data and responded. "Pirate vessels. They appear heavily armed and are closing in on us." Jackson's face hardened. "Prepare for battle! We cannot let them stop us now." The crew sprang into action, preparing weapons and loading the targeting systems. Varric felt the weight of their mission pressing down on him. They had to protect the ships and their newfound allies at all costs. As the pirate ships came into view, Varric was taken aback by their appearance. They were rough-looking vessels, patched together with scrap metal and painted in dark colors. The pirates were infamous for their ruthless tactics, and they would not hesitate to attack. "Brace for impact," Jackson shouted, gripping the controls as the first shots rang out. Energy blasts illuminated the dark space, reflecting off the hulls of both ships. The Star Chaser and Eternal Guardian returned fire, their weapons glowing bright as they unleashed their power. Varric watched in awe as Jackson expertly maneuvered the ship, dodging blasts while targeting the pirate vessels. "We can't let them flank us," Varric shouted. "Watch the right side." Just as he warned, one of the pirate ships broke off and aimed for their right flank. The crew on the Eternal Guardian responded quickly, firing a powerful blast that struck the pirate vessel, sending it spiraling away. "Good shot!" Varric cheered, feeling a surge of adrenaline. But the battle was far from over. The second pirate ship, more aggressive than the first, charged at them with reckless abandon. Jackson gritted his teeth, pulling the ship into a sharp turn. "Activate the shields," Jackson ordered, sweat dripping down his brow. The crew complied, and a shimmering energy field enveloped the ships, absorbing the incoming blasts. But Varric knew that the shields wouldn't hold forever. They needed a plan. "AI, can you calculate the best course of action?" Varric asked, his voice steady. "Divert power to the forward cannons. A direct shot could disable their engines," the AI suggested. "Let's do it!" Jackson replied. "Full power to forward cannons." The crew quickly redirected the energy, and Varric felt the ship hum with new strength. "On my mark, fire!" The pirates charged forward, and at the last moment Jackson shouted, "Now!" With a deafening roar, the Eternal Guardian unleashed a powerful blast. The energy surged through the air, striking the pirate ship dead center. The vessel erupted in flames, spinning out of control. "Direct hit!" The crew cheered, relief washing over them. But there was no time to celebrate. The second pirate ship, now enraged, attempted to ram them. Varric gripped the console, feeling the ship shudder as the pirate vessel crashed against their shields. "Hold steady," Jackson yelled. "We need to push them back." With a fierce determination, they redirected all energy to the shields. The impact shook the ship, but they held firm. Finally, with one last effort, they fired again, sending the pirate ship into retreat. The crew erupted into cheers, but Varric remained cautious. "We may have won this battle, but the war is far from over. We need to stay alert." As they resumed their course to the next ship, Varric felt a newfound respect for the humans aboard the Eternal Guardian. They were resilient, brave, and ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. But deep in his heart, he knew that this dangerous game was just beginning. With the fleet coming to life, they were on the brink of a greater adventure, one filled with both peril and promise. As the Star Chaser and Eternal Guardian continued their journey, tension hung thick in the air. The crew was ready for anything, but they all knew the real challenge was yet to come. Varric stood at the control console, glancing at the star map that displayed their next target, the location of the third human warship. "AI, how far are we from the next ship?" Varek asked, his voice steady despite the anxiety swirling inside him. Approximately 5 minutes at maximum speed, the AI replied. However, multiple enemy vessels are detected in the vicinity. Pirates again? Jackson asked, furrowing his brow. Correct, the AI confirmed. Analysis shows that they are gathering in larger numbers. They may have called for reinforcements. Jackson exchanged glances with Varek. We can't let them get to the ship first. We have to move fast. Varek nodded and gave the command to increase speed. The Star Chaser surged forward, and the Eternal Guardian followed closely behind. The crew was on high alert, ready for any sign of trouble. As they approached the next ship, alarms suddenly blared. "Captain, incoming vessels!" a crew member shouted, pointing to the view screen. A swarm of pirate ships appeared, darting through the asteroid field like angry hornets. Varek felt his heart race. There were too many to count. AI, estimate their numbers. Over 15 ships detected. They appear to be heavily armed and prepared for battle, the AI replied coolly. Prepare for engagement, Jackson ordered. All crew members to battle stations. The crew scrambled to their positions, adrenaline pumping through their veins. Varek took a deep breath. He knew they had to defend themselves and protect the fleet. AI, calculate the best strategy to engage the enemy. Recommendation, split our forces. The Star Chaser can draw their fire while the Eternal Guardian maneuvers for a flanking position, the AI suggested. Let's do it, Varek decided. We'll use the asteroid field as cover. As the ships separated, the crew of the Star Chaser focused on the nearest pirate vessel. Varek could see the enemy ships closing in, their weapons primed and ready to fire. He gripped the console, feeling the weight of leadership on his shoulders. Fire at will, Jackson commanded, and the Star Chaser unleashed a barrage of energy blasts, striking the closest pirate ship. The pirate vessel erupted in a blaze of light, sending debris scattering across space. The crew cheered, but Varek knew this was just the beginning. More pirates were on their way, and they were furious. Keep firing, Varek shouted, his voice steady. Don't let them regroup. The Eternal Guardian, meanwhile, expertly maneuvered through the asteroid field. Jackson skillfully dodged enemy fire while keeping a steady aim. AI, target their engines! We need to slow them down. Engaging targeting systems, the AI confirmed. The Eternal Guardian fired its cannons, striking another pirate ship. It spun wildly before crashing into an asteroid, scattering debris in all directions. The crew cheered again, feeling the thrill of victory. But suddenly, the view screen lit up with alerts. Captain, we're being flanked, a crew member shouted. Varek's heart sank as he turned to the screen. 2 pirate ships had slipped past the Star Chaser and were closing in on the Eternal Guardian. Jackson, get out of there, Varek yelled. I see them, Jackson shouted back, his fingers dancing over the controls. Initiating evasive maneuvers! The Eternal Guardian swerved just in time, dodging a barrage of energy blasts. But one shot hit the shields, causing the ship to shudder violently. Status report! Jackson barked. Shields holding at 70%, a crew member replied, but the worry in their voice was clear. Varek knew they had to act quickly. We can't let them gain the upper hand. AI, can we redirect power to the forward shields? Yes, Captain, the AI responded. However, it will reduce power to our weapons temporarily. Do it! Varek commanded. The ship hummed as the energy was redirected. The shields glowed brighter, providing extra protection against the incoming fire. Prepare to counterattack! Jackson yelled, determination in his eyes. AI, lock onto the lead pirate ship. The crew focused, their hearts racing as they awaited the command. On my mark. Fire! The Eternal Guardian unleashed a powerful blast, hitting the lead pirate ship directly. It exploded in a brilliant flash, sending shockwaves through the area. The remaining pirates hesitated, unsure of their next move. Now's our chance, Varek shouted. Press the attack! The crew rallied, firing relentlessly at the remaining pirate ships. One by one, they fell under the relentless onslaught. The once confident pirates began to retreat, and soon, the battlefield was filled with silence. The galaxy was vast, and danger lurked around every corner. But with their combined strength, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The stars twinkled in the dark void of space, a stark contrast to the chaos that had just unfolded. The crew of the Star Chaser and the Eternal Guardian stood together, their hearts racing from the thrill of victory. They had defeated the pirates, but they knew the fight was far from over. Varek looked around at his crew, pride swelling in his chest. Great job, everyone! We worked together to beat the pirates, but we still need to find the last human warship. We have to prepare for whatever comes next. Jackson nodded, gripping the control panel tightly. AI, analyze the data from the previous encounters. Where's the next ship? Calculating now, the AI replied. The screen lit up with data, and a new location flashed on the view screen. The last warship is in the Serpent Nebula. It is heavily guarded. Vierak felt a chill run down his spine. What kind of defenses are we looking at? Numerous pirate vessels are patrolling the area. They seem to be using the nebula as a hiding place, the AI informed them. Jackson's expression turned serious. We can't approach them head-on. We need a plan. Vierak considered their options. What if we use the nebula to our advantage? We can hide our ships in the thick clouds and ambush them. Good idea, Jackson replied. We'll wait for the right moment and strike hard. The crew quickly prepared for the mission. They moved into position, navigating through the swirling gases of the Serpent Nebula. The atmosphere felt electric with anticipation. Vierak could see the determination on everyone's faces as they readied their weapons and systems. As they neared the heart of the nebula, the crew noticed faint outlines of pirate ships patrolling the area. They were unaware of the human warships lurking nearby, hidden in the dense clouds. Steady now, Vierak whispered, adrenaline pumping through him. Wait for my command. The pirates continued their patrol, oblivious to the threat that loomed just out of sight. Vierak's heart raced as he watched them. They were getting closer to the location of the last human warship. Now! He shouted. As the last pirate ship fled, the crew of both ships erupted into cheers. Vierak felt a sense of pride and relief wash over him. They had won their first battle, and the human warships were truly formidable allies. Good work, everyone! Jackson shouted, clapping his hands together. But we can't celebrate yet. We need to locate the next ship. Vierak nodded, feeling the thrill of victory in his veins. They had come together, united in their fight against a common enemy. The battle had begun, and together they would find the remaining warships and uncover the full power of humanity's fleet. As they set their sights on the next destination, Vierak knew that their journey was only just beginning. The galaxy was vast, and danger lurked around every corner. But with their combined strength, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The stars twinkled in the dark void of space, a stark contrast to the chaos that had just unfolded. The crew of the Star Chaser and the Eternal Guardian stood together, their hearts racing from the thrill of victory. They had defeated the pirates, but they knew the fight was far from over. Vierak looked around at his crew, pride swelling in his chest. Great job, everyone! We worked together to beat the pirates, but we still need to find the last human warship. We have to prepare for whatever comes next. Jackson nodded, gripping the control panel tightly. AI, analyze the data from the previous encounters. Where's the next ship? Calculating now, the AI replied. The screen lit up with data, and a new location flashed on the view screen. The last warship is in the Serpent Nebula. It is heavily guarded. Vierak felt a chill run down his spine. What kind of defenses are we looking at? Numerous pirate vessels are patrolling the area. They seem to be using the nebula as a hiding place, the AI informed them. Jackson's expression turned serious. We can't approach them head-on. We need a plan. Vierak considered their options. What if we use the nebula to our advantage? We can hide our ships in the thick clouds and ambush them. Good idea, Jackson replied. We'll wait for the right moment and strike hard. The crew quickly prepared for the mission. They moved into position, navigating through the swirling gases of the Serpent Nebula. The atmosphere felt electric with anticipation. Vierak could see the determination on everyone's faces as they readied their weapons and systems. As they neared the heart of the nebula, the crew noticed faint outlines of pirate ships patrolling the area. They were unaware of the human warships lurking nearby, hidden in the dense clouds. Steady now, Vierak whispered, adrenaline pumping through him. Wait for my command. The pirates continued their patrol, oblivious to the threat that loomed just out of sight. Vierak's heart raced as he watched them. They were getting closer to the location of the last human warship. Now! He shouted. The Star Chaser and Eternal Guardian erupted from the nebula, cannons blazing. The surprise attack caught the pirates off guard. Vierak felt a surge of confidence as they began to take down enemy ships one by one. Focus fire on the lead ship, Jackson ordered. The crew sprang into action, targeting the largest pirate vessel. The first shots hit and the pirate ship erupted in flames. The crew cheered, their spirits lifting with each victory. But Vierak knew they had to stay focused. There were still many enemies left. AI, where is the human warship? Varric shouted over the din of battle. Data indicates it is located within the nebula, but it is under heavy attack, the AI responded. Varric's heart sank. We have to save it! Jackson, keep up the pressure on the pirates. We'll draw them away from the warship. On it! Jackson replied, determination etched on his face. The two ships worked together, darting between enemy fire while unleashing their own powerful blasts. As they fought, the crew could see the faint outline of the last human warship struggling against a group of pirate vessels. The sight only fueled their resolve. Let's go! Varric shouted, steering the Star Chaser toward the struggling ship. We'll break through the enemy lines! With the Eternal Guardian close behind, they charged into the fray. Energy blasts whizzed past them, but Varric kept his focus. They had to reach the warship before it was too late. AI, we need to boost our shields! We're going in! Jackson shouted. Engaging shield boosters, the AI confirmed. The Star Chaser surged forward, and the shields glowed brightly, absorbing the incoming fire. They weaved in and out of enemy ships, dodging blasts while keeping their sights on the last human warship. Finally, they broke through the pirate blockade. Varric felt a surge of hope as they neared the warship. But as they approached, the sight made his stomach drop. The human warship was battered and smoking, its systems failing. Get on the comms! Varric ordered. We need to make contact. Channel open, the AI replied. Varric took a deep breath, his voice steady. This is Captain Varric of the Star Chaser. We're here to help. Prepare for extraction! We need to evacuate immediately. A voice crackled back. The ship is falling apart. Hold tight! We're on our way, Varric replied, steering the Star Chaser closer. Jackson expertly maneuvered their ship alongside the warship, opening a docking bay. The crew rushed to help their fellow humans, quickly evacuating the injured and desperate crew members. As the last human soldier boarded their ship, Varric felt a wave of relief wash over him. They had succeeded in saving the warship, but the fight was far from over. Let's finish this, Varric shouted. The crew cheered, their spirits soaring. Together, they turned to face the remaining pirate vessels, ready to defend their newfound allies and show the galaxy that humanity would rise again. With a fierce determination, they engaged the pirates once more. The battle raged on, and the tide had turned in their favor. United, they fought with the strength of their ancestors, proving that humanity's spirit could not be extinguished. As they pressed forward, Varric knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity was back, and they would reclaim their place in the galaxy, one battle at a time.